Good morning, everybody. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. We had a good rain last night, lots and lots of thunder. I'm just praying that no fires got started with lightning strikes, but we have two jobs on the go today. We're going to get this here finished. We've just got we're going to put out some different fabric that has a felt on top so that the compost doesn't slide down the hill. And so we're going to get this one done. All those rocks down there were all up here, and so we threw them down there so we can get rid of it. Mom's gone through here and picked up piles of rocks. This is our sad looking little apple tree, but it's got character and it actually produced some really nice tasting apples, and it's starting to bloom now, but it's really slanted here. So I am going to level it out so that the water can actually sit there and absorb into it. Don't know how it survived all these years. I'm going to put some compost around it, but I mean, look at the beautiful blossoms that are growing on this. So this is our unique little tree. Now, might have mentioned in another video, I can't remember, but all this rock here was all up there covering everything, and I did some of it, Mom did most of it, and there was this orange tarp underneath it. Still got this garden fabric that needs to come up. These are rose bushes that were pulled out, but not all the roots. You can see that's on the root. So there's a bit of the root in the ground. So all of it has to come out. We're going to put this into flower gardens, do a layer. We did get compost under the tree. Try to get as much nutrition as possible. So I woke up bright and early thinking, oh, I'll get outside before Mom. As you can see, I did not. I'm looking out the bedroom window. There's a screen over it. So that's the lines that you see. And Mom is getting a head start on today's continued project of working on the orchard garden. So somehow she snuck out of the house and I didn't hear her. So let's take a look and see what she is working on. And off she goes. Or is it too heavy for you to go down the hill, Mom? Hold it. No way on you? She's a tough boy. So what we're doing here is this is where all the rock from the apple tree garden area, and this was all weeds, and Mom and I got in here and pulled all the weeds out, and then she took the garden fabric, laid it down, and now these are all the rocks. So like you can see there's a huge space here of the rocks that we've moved from that flower garden to this point here. So here's the orchard flower garden. And it's really coming together. Mom has done so much hard work on this. Yesterday we were out putting in landscape fabric. We got to finish that off. We got some that has material on one side. We're going to do that and we're just put compost in as mulch. So we're going to put the fuzzy fabric in so the dirt doesn't fall off. And then we got Mom planted 3 rose bushes in here. And what we're going to do is we do have a trench up by the back of the fence there to the pool, and we put a trench so we can plant flowers in there. So there's no fabric there, but there is everywhere else. And basically we will put in drip line and emitters, and this, if we want flowers in here other than the trench in the back, it will be done in pots, and we'll just put water to it. So really happy with how that's turning out. So what has happened is there's so much rock under there we can't get staples in. We have some big rocks from when we were digging out the upper garden to put the beds in. So we're just going to place those where we think we need them to hold down this fabric. Now this fabric's got like a felt on it. Mom's just gone to see if we can find any more just to fill in those last few places so that the compost doesn't slide down. And the reason we're using compost instead of mulch is we got lots of it, and it's actually cheaper than the mulch, and we like the color of it. So we'll see how it works. We've left the tags on the roses so that we know what they are, and hopefully we're going to be able to propagate some of those this year too, after we get some of the other work done, that is. Or it may be next year, who knows. Are we calling it done?
I hope so.
She says she hopes so. This was really Mom's project. I helped a bit, help put the fabric in and the compost out, but really it was her job, or her project I should say, not job. So what we've done here is where this block is, we actually have dug a trench here so that next spring we can plant flowers there, like have nice border of flowers all along where the pool is. Now where the block is sitting, there is cement there. So I just put the block there so that I know next year I can't dig in and do that. And then we just did a pot with some flowers, and we've got 3 different rose bushes here. This is a pink. That one over there is a yellow, and the smell of that one is just beautiful. And then here's the apples on our tree, and they're way bigger than they were last year. I'm pretty sure that's because Mom thinned them. We have some that are falling on the ground. And then there's a rose one. I think that's a Mr. Lincoln rose. And then here's a little bush that we bought. We wanted some color that would be here all year round. So we still plan on doing a bit more coloring. Yes, I guess when you add plants, you're adding color to your garden. So let's just take a step back. And that is what our pool, or our orchard flower garden now looks like. So we're still going to do some more to it next year.